another WWE ID tournament match, Brad. And this one has crazier stakes as one of these gentlemen is about to be eliminated.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing at 175 pounds, Philly's finest, Marcus Mathers.
Marcus Mathers did not foresee himself being in this spot, potentially being eliminated only 3 matches in. And now he is potentially a few minutes away from going back to Philly without a championship.
Well, look, since I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I'll kick it with them a minute. And right now, Marcus Mathers, he needs to focus, man. He needs to not worry about the adulation of the fans. He doesn't need to worry about his Instagram and who's sliding in his DMs, all right? Because we already know Brad Baylor is Mr. Steal Your Chick, right? He stole yours, Kirby. He stole Marcus Mathers. He stole them all.
When did that happen?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
So you don't pay attention to the details.
Well, the detail is the fact that one person here, as I mentioned before, is going to be eliminated here, Brad.
You remember Abercrombie?
Yes.
Remember how they had the Abercrombie models?
Yes.
Right? That's Brad Baylor, except this Abercrombie model, he can beat the hell out of you. He can out-wrestle you. He can out-technique you. Look at the size. Look at the length of Brad Baylor.
Well, we have also seen Brad Baylor kind of take over Evolve as part of the Vanity Project, and maybe that has given him more reps in this kind of environment around the, the bright lights and everything. Do you think that gives him an advantage?
Absolutely, it gives him an advantage. This feels like home to Brad Baylor. Whereas most people shy away from the spotlight, this man runs towards it like a moth to a flame.
Brad Baylor, a part of Swipe Right, as well as the Vanity Project. Oh, could be eliminated right here quickly, but no, the shoulders go up. That would have been probably the quickest match in the ID program and the quickest elimination thus far, Brad.
Right now, Mathers trying to size him up. Wow, damn.
Marcus Mathers, one of the most exciting competitors in the ID program, landing that kick.
There you go, Brad. There you go, Brad.
Are you a fan of him because his name's also Brad?
Look, it doesn't hurt his case, I'll be honest with you. We got to stick together. There's not many of us doing it at a high level. It's me, him, Pitt, and Cooper.
That's great. That is definitely great company to be around.
That's some Mount Rushmore.
As Brad Baylor takes it to Marcus Mathers on the outside, and now,
Bam.
I think he was trying to run him into the corner, but already tearing down the ring between these two competitors. That's what the WWE ID tournament is all about. And one of these guys will have their hopes crushed.
Oh my goodness, or their skull.
Maybe both.
Look at that, baby.
Brad Baylor goes back into the ring to much to the chagrin here of the Row Nation.
Look, he's saying count him out. I mean, he just put his face up against the steel post. Maybe he can get a 10 count out of it.
Well, a win is a win, and a count-out victory would still mean Brad Baylor gets his first victory in the ID tournament, and will send Marcus Mathers home.
Count it up, ref.
Not one to quit is Marcus Mathers.
Get back on. Look at that. That's smart right there from Brad Baylor. Not giving him a second to breathe. Not giving him a minute to move.
Brad Baylor continues the onslaught here. That shot to the outside did some real damage to Mathers. As you saw the pain go right through his face. Oh, look at this. Maybe a second win here from Mathers. But Baylor able to counter right back.
Look at the aggression, too, from Brad Baylor. This guy's a blue chipper, man.
Now, do you think maybe Brad Baylor's involvement in a tag team, or maybe taking a lot of time with a tag team, will crush his chances here to be a single star?
I don't think it crushes his chances, but I do think it affects them. I do think it affects them. When you're used to having a tag team partner in the corner, when you need a breather, you can tag in and take a second. Oh, whoa, look at that.
Oh, look at this. Schoolboy into the fall, and almost gets the win, though.
Oh.
Well, we did see last week the importance of being in a tag team, especially well-gelled tag team, as FlyDev are no longer the tag team champions. And Brad Baylor showing it all here for the fans. Maybe a little too full of himself, Brad.
You know, look, I do like Brad Baylor, but that's a missed opportunity. You see that Marcus Mathers' neck is hurting him. He's not in good shape. This is where you continue to attack. You continue to put on the pressure.
Well, that is what possibly cost him one match already in this tournament. Maybe not able to learn his lesson is Brad Baylor. Sometimes you do keep getting caught in your bad habits, and that could just be one of the bad habits for Brad.
No, he doesn't have bad habits. He has Brad habits, okay? These are a different set of rules and standards that we abide by. Takes one to know one.
Oh, look at this. The shoulders are down. The backslide almost got Brad. And now a neck breaker could have gotten Marcus to eliminate him. Oh, what a kick out once again.
Count for 2 on MJ Bell, and here's the frustration. You cannot be frustrated, especially when there is as much on the line as there is in this match. And I like this from Brad Baylor. He saw the neck was hurting. Okay, another Brad habit. He saw the neck was hurting from Marcus Mathers, and now he's putting the pressure on his vertebra right there in the upper region of the spine.
Well, Brad Baylor definitely a bit full of himself. He did tell me earlier that he has increased his roster by 7. I think that brings it up to a grand total of 25. Current.
Hey, man, almost ready for every day of the week. You know what I mean?
Of the month.
But you remember what Mickey said in Rocky? Women weaken legs. You know, so you got to make sure that you're 100% ready to go when it comes to game day. 25, that's a lot to juggle.
And somehow he is able to do it. As now Brad Baylor once again just continuing to wrench here on Marcus Mathers. I know to the uninitiated, this might just look like a simple hold, but you know that Marcus Mathers is struggling with breathing. He's struggling on getting back up to a vertical base. But the Row Nation fully behind Marcus Mathers. And he is able to break here free.
Oh, look at that.
Right into the corner, though.
Back to that neck. I mean, the neck and throat area. Marcus Mathers, a big back body drop.
And that may have created an opening for Mathers. Brad Baylor taking maybe a little too long in the back shoulder. I'm sorry, the back elbow. Again to the neck, but Mathers, this is where he's comfortable. This is where his dynamic sense comes to.
Whoa, look at that, swinging for the fences.
The kick to the outside may have been that opening that Brad Baylor was not hoping to be in. And here, look at Mathers. Whoa, went for the cutter and turns into a stunner.
But Brad Baylor not leaving his feet.
Swings him around, Blue Thunder bomb.
Cover.
Into the cover to eliminate Baylor. Oh, but a big kick out at 2.5.
Marcus Mathers did everything right in that moment. He seized the opportunity. He made sure that he got a deep cover in, and it still wasn't enough to keep Brad Baylor down.
Marcus Mathers, those shots, he cannot keep eating them. Brad trying to take him for a ride, but Marcus Mathers breaks free. Oh, look at that. That super kick from one of the best angles.
That was impressive.
Oh, and he plants him down with a brain buster. Marcus Mathers calling for the end perhaps as Brad Baylor is in the drop zone.
He's saying, I don't know why I do it. This is just the way I am.
That neck is bothering him though, Brad. You saw him there. He was wincing. But no, hold on, Brad Baylor. He got the knees up. Brad Baylor with the wherewithal with the knees up, and now, turns him around. Brad Baylor has just swiped left on Marcus Mathers' tournament hopes.
Look at that. Look at that. Start a fight club, Brad reputation.
Brad Baylor!
Some will call this an upset, as Brad Baylor has not only defeated Marcus Mathers, but has sent him packing in the ID tournament.
Don't mess with Mr. Baylor. He's a Brad man.
I'm in shock. Marcus Mathers can't believe it. His dreams of being the first WWE ID champion have gone up in smoke.
He is eliminated from this tournament. He put up a hell of a fight, but Brad Baylor had his number, Kirby.
And that's what the ID program has been all about. You never know when that other competitor has done enough homework. And tonight, maybe it was just Brad's night. Maybe Brad does have the answer to all of Marcus Mathers. But what an emotional scene we're seeing here right now, Brad.
Yeah, you got to feel for him. You know, you never want to end your night knowing that your dreams and everything you worked that hard for has just been erased in a moment.